So, what do you get when you purchase a Commander Precon? So, today, we're taking a look at the new Precon from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It's called Grand Larceny. This is a Sultai deck. That means it's black, green, and blue. And this deck is, according to this right here on the package, supposed to be about stealing cards from your opponents and generating mana. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a crack at this, see everything that comes inside this package, and just kind of go through the cards one by one. So here we are. This is a pack opening for this Commander deck. Grand Larceny is the name of it. So these open from the bottom. You just pull this little tab out. Then, pull this open. Box is now empty. These are the contents. So, right here, in this little sleeve, let's pull this out. So, it comes with this little promo pack, which I believe is just like 2 cards in it. At least that's the way they've been doing it in the past. We'll open that in just a moment. And then we have this little box that folds open that will serve as your deck box for this until you can get a proper deck box. This will do for the time being. You also get a spin down life counter that starts at 40. Where is that? There it is. Starts at 40 and goes all the way down to 1 on the other side. There you go. So a little spin down life counter. So nice little like starter pack of stuff to get. Now the promo pack here, the collector booster sample pack, in the past they've had 2 cards in it, not necessarily from the current set, but cards with like special treatments on them as well. This is supposed to entice people to go out and buy collector boosters. So there's a little demo card right there. Okay. All right. Well, in this time, they actually did give us one. Oh, yeah, Satoru the Infiltrator. This is actually the new Satoru. And this is the wanted poster card treatment for that. So, playing card on the back, wanted poster of Satoru. Pretty cool. And we also got, check that out. That is a Fling. I used to love playing with Fling back in the day. That's a pretty cool treatment for that. It is these are from the bonus sheet of the new set, and these are supposed to evoke the idea of like an old-timey newspaper. So there you go. Fling. Alright, so that is all the extra stuff out of the way. Let's take a look at the package here. So you got little +1/+1 counters on the back that you can punch out and use when you're playing the game. And a couple of these little counters right here. I'll probably use as tokens. So we're going to open this right here. This is the deck itself. Oh, it also came with something else. What's this? Just a little advertisement. Alright, so we'll move on from that. So, at the very front there, we can see Gonti, the Canny Acquisitor. Looks like he's a Sultai commander. That is black, blue, and green. It's a 5/5 Aetherborn Rogue. Spells you cast but don't own cost 1 less to cast. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, look at the top card of that player's library. Then exile it face down. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. Pretty cool. So that should give you an idea of like what the theme for this deck is going to be. Let's find a place to actually open this. Okay, we're going to open from the top. So we're going to be wanting to steal cards from our opponents, casting them for ourselves, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's see what we get with this deck. So, it's a 100-card deck, lands, spells, all the good stuff. So, this comes with Gonti. That's your face commander. Now, the funny thing is, in the past, the face commanders have been thicker cardstock. I guess they did away with that with the most recent set. Okay, then we have old Felix 5 Boots. There's a ooze with 5 boots on him. Next up is the Thieving Skydiver. If you want to take a closer look at these, you can pause the video and read them for yourself. Or you can always just look these cards up on your own. Sage of the Beyond. A Ghostly Pilferer. Diluvian Primordial. Interesting. Pretty expensive. Stolen Goods. Curse of the Swine. Oh my gosh. I may have to take a closer look at these myself later on when re-sleeving this deck. Dazzling Sphinx. Arcane Heist. We have Smirking Spelljacker. Honestly, that's just a great name. I think I'd be smirking if I was jacking some spells too. Mind's Dilation. Here we have Gonti, the Lord of Luxury. Predator's Hour. That is some great art. I like that a lot. That looks like it came from an Innistrad set because of the werewolf and the bats in the back. Brain Stealer Dragon. Again, great names for these cards. Absolutely fantastic. We have the Cunning Rhetoric. Thieving Amalgam. I'm going to go a little bit faster. So 100 cards to go through here. Orochi Soul Reaver. Thieving Varmint. That is kind of cool. We have Heartless Conscription. Ooh, Nashi. I love Nashi. Nashi is actually in current standard right now. And a pretty decent ninjutsu creature, too. I was actually playing him in a deck a few months ago. It's pretty decent. Not the greatest card, but pretty cool card. Oron Frostfang. That's a scary looking snake. Ourselves a Savvy Trader. Tower Winder. This card's pretty cool. This will get you your command tower if you don't have it already. Kazur, Ruthless Stalker. Silent Blade Oni. That is a very expensive demon ninja. Hostage Taker. Edric, Spymaster of Trust. I believe this one came out with, was it Lord of the Rings, or was it Baldur's Gate? I don't recall 100%. Fallen Shinobi. Zombie Ninja. That's pretty cool. Cold-Eyed Selkie. Ooh, that is some creepy art. I like that a lot. 1/1 Island Walk. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Ooh, so you probably want to pump this guy up with some equipment or something. Ooh, Siphon Insight. That is another example of a good card that is in current standard. Extract Brain. Okay, first up, amazing name for a card. Fantastic art. Ooh, Shadow Mage Infiltrator. I remember this card. This was one of the first cards that was given to a Pro Tour winner. This was John Finkel's reward for winning a Pro Tour. He had himself put onto a card, Shadow Mage Infiltrator. I used to play this as I think a 3 or a 4 of in Standard when it was Standard legal. Good card. Ooh, Baleful Strix. That's another great card. Flying Death Touch, enters the battlefield, draw a card. Really solid card. Ooh, Culling Ritual. Another great card. Thief of Sanity. Yes. There's some good stuff in here, actually. So I heard some people being a little down on this exact precon, saying it wasn't really valuable for for the money, but honestly, for $45, this is a pretty solid pile of cards here. We got Plasm Capture, Ukima, the Stalking Shadow, Blade Griff Prototype, Chaos Wand, Dream Thief's Bandana, that's pretty cool. Oblivion Sower, ugh, that's just nasty looking. Alright, we can get some lands here. So this is Overflowing Basin, so this is a Simic Filter land. Drowned Catacomb, that's always a good card to have. Temple of Deceit, it's a scry land. Temple of Malady, another scry land. I like the scry lands. I like scry as a mechanic. It's probably one of my favorite mechanics ever. Okay, Fetid Pools, this is a dual land for Dimir. It comes to play tapped and has cycling. Ooh, Yavimaya Coast, good. Also, another standard card. There's actually a decent amount of standard cards in this pile here. Viridescent Bog, Exotic Orchard, Underground River, another standard card. Blue-Black Painland. Woodland Cemetery. Sunken Hollow. Temple of Mystery, another Scryland. Hinterland Harbor. Flooded Grove. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So you can pay a green or a blue to add double green, double blue, or a green and a blue. That's actually kind of cool. That's an interesting take on the filter land. Darkslick Shores, that's another standard card. And this one actually has the current art from, I think it was All Will Be One. Alright, another filter land. Llanowar Waste, another standard card. Slitherblade. 1/2 can't be blocked for 1 mana. Not too bad. If you just need something to get in for damage, you can do worse. Whirler Rogue. Triton Shore Stalker. Feed the Swarm. Silhana Ledgewalker. Void Attendant. Kodama's Reach. I used to play this card all the time. Rampant Growth. Okay, so we got some ramp in here. That's good. We got 3 visits. Ooh, Putrefy. I think I still have some copies of this in my collection. Trigon Predator. Doc Orlock, Grizzled Genius. Arcane Signet. Okay, we're getting into the mana artifacts. I've got a Darksteel Ingot. That's an interesting choice. Felwar Stone. Prismatic Lens. Soul. Ooh, that's a pretty Soul Ring. I like that. There's our Command Tower. There you get into the lands. Reliquary Tower. Access Tunnel. Dimir Aqueduct. Opulent Palace. And some basics. We got islands. Swamps. Forests. Oh, and there's our tokens. So we have Thopter tokens. Check the back. Treasure and Manifest. Then Boar. Check the back. Treasures. Eldrazi Scions. Manifest and Treasure. And, oh, this was actually something I saw on the Command Zone, actually. Or Game Nights, I should say. These are bounties. These are like little mini quests that you can do for rewards or something as you play the game. So let's see here. Bounty the Outsider. At the beginning of your end step, if you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand this turn, collect your reward. Let's see what the thing says on the back here. It says, before the game, shuffle at least 6 unique bounty cards into a face-down pile. At the starting player's 3rd turn begins, reveal the top bounty card. Claim the revealed bounty during your turn and collect your reward. As each turn begins, if no bounty is being offered, reveal the next one. If the pile is empty, shuffle all claimed bounties to restock. If the bounty went unclaimed last turn, increase its reward to the next level. And the rewards are create a treasure token, create 2 treasure tokens, create 2 treasure tokens and draw a card, or maximum, create 2 treasure tokens and draw a card. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. So yeah, you get to claim bounties by fulfilling certain criteria. So for this one, it's casting a spell from anywhere other than your hand. This one, focus, there we go. Goratash and Silas. At the beginning of your end step, if all opponents were dealt damage this turn, collect your reward. And we have Frankie the Fang. At the beginning of your end step, if the player with the most life or tied for the most life as the turn began was dealt damage during this turn, collect your reward. Interesting. Okay, cool. And there's a little rules reminder text kind of thing. Okay, cool. So that is what you will receive when you purchase the Grand Larceny Preconstructed Deck. So all in all, not a bad haul. It's like there's a few cards that I remember from time past, a lot of cards that I have not seen before. So I'm going to have to go through here and take a closer look at these a little bit later. But that is what you get.